lectures. And before I get into today's very important lecture, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. And don't forget to mark your calendar for March 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna do another relational live stream lecture on how to develop a successful business goal. You know, this is one lecture you do not want to miss. You know, I've been marketing this particular relational lecture now for about over a month. It's something I've done in terms of relational lectures for well over 3 years as a content creator, and I'm telling you that it's a great tip in terms of developing your video catalog. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's very important lecture, which is, if you are a content creator, whether your channel is monetized or not, I don't care what level your channel is at, do not, especially if you're not monetized, do not pay anyone to help you monetize your channel. Do not spend your money on that, or do not pay anyone to help you grow or to cultivate your existing monetized YouTube channel. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because all of the information, first of all of the information a content creator would need if they are not monetized and want to monetize their channel, you can put in Google search engine the criteria to monetize your YouTube channel. You know, I can remember when I first created my YouTube channel, I didn't know anything about monetizing my channel, but I know how to read. I know how to put into the search engine the criteria to monetize a YouTube channel. And back then, the criteria that I had to go through was 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a 365-day time frame. In 2023, YouTube introduced a reduced criteria now to get monetized, which is 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours within a 365-day time frame. Put it, if you're not monetized, put in a search engine on how to monetize your YouTube channel and read the information. Go through the steps and read the information. And the first thing anybody got to do if you want to get monetized, you got to get your 500 subscribers. And you got to get your 3,000 watch hours within 365 days. You got to do this. Can't nobody do that for you. Can't nobody get you subscribers. Can't nobody get you your watch hours. You get watch hours by publishing content. And you get subscribers by getting your behind out there in the natural environment and marketing your channel, introducing your YouTube channel to people in the real world, like you're running for office, and get your subscribers. The more you publish content and put your content out there for the whole world to see, you're gonna get subscribers. But bottom line, you got to do the work. Why would you can't, if you pay thinking you can pay somebody to meet those criterias, you're in for a rude awakening. Bottom line, yeah, they'll take your money. People got to wake up and use your mind. Why would you want to pay somebody for something that you are responsible for doing? You got to do. You got to read those community guidelines, because when you, especially going after monetization, you can't violate those community guidelines. So you need to put into the search engine YouTube community guidelines and pull up that information and print it out and read it in depth and breadth. Can't nobody do that for you. This is real talk. And you know, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. You know, I met a couple of people in the real world, and you know, they knew I was a content creator, and oh, I want to become a content creator like you, and da da da. And what do I need to do? And you know what I told that person? The same thing I'm telling you. I told that person, get your phone, and I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you. Put in your search engine in your phone the criteria to become monetized. And read that information. You don't need me for nothing. I'm not. You ain't gonna be calling me back. I'm gonna empower you to guide you to the resource. YouTube, they got it all laid out. And read it. Bottom line. And my recommendation to anyone who's not monetized, do the hard work to get your 500 subscribers and your 300 watch hours within 365 days and read those community guidelines. Can't nobody do that for you. Now, if you're stupid enough, you want to throw your money away, there's folks out on these platforms marketing, talking about they can get you monetized and they can get your channel to get you these views and watch hours. Don't fall for that. Now, if you want to throw your money away and get scammed, go ahead. But all of the information you need, all of the valuable information you need to monetize your channel, to develop, to cultivate, and to nurture your channel is out there in the public domain for everybody to read. And if you have questions, you can send YouTube an email and they will respond. They will respond to your question. I have always been a reader. I've been reading heavily since I've been 3 years old. I know how to read. And I got enough of sense to know if I got a question, I'm going to go to the source. That can be in any area of your life versus throwing money away for people who saying they can do this for you. Something that you can do yourself. And it ties in to being internally driven. Another key point in terms of if you want to monetize your channel or develop your channel is make sure you go to YouTube, put in the search engine, YouTube community guidelines, print out those guidelines, read it. YouTube update those guidelines from time to time, stay abreast on that. They have tutorials on YouTube where they teaching everybody all of this information about YouTube and community guidelines and new stuff that's coming out, all of that rich wealth information coming from the source versus coming from so-and-so. Real talk. Once a person has met those main criterias and getting those subscribers and getting those watch hours, when you have gone through that door, when you have accomplished that feat, YouTube will send you something in your YouTube studio to alert you to go through the next step, which is a 2-step verification and setting up your AdSense account. That AdSense account, people, is how we get paid. But ain't going to spend a whole lot of time talking about that. No, first you need to get your 500 subscribers. And you need to get your 3,000 watch hours within 365 days. You need to read those community guidelines. You need to study those community guidelines because it's your channel. It ain't Marie Holiday channel. And that is how I will respond to anybody who may ask me, how can I get monetized? Well, I'm going to tell them the same thing that I just told you. And if I'm talking to them in person, I'm going to tell them behind, take your cell phone out and put in the search engine the criteria for my channel to get monetized. Real talk. And many people I met in the real world, when I break this thing down to them in terms of explaining to them the work that they got to do, what they must do, they'll respond, I don't want to do all that. I just want to make a whole lot of money. I'm looking at it. Okay. If you don't want to do it, that's you. I'm just giving you the information. And that applies to any other content creator in terms of if your YouTube check ain't where it want to be every month, then you need to sit down and put on your strategic business plan on things that I can do to increase my YouTube check, to go after brand deals, to get that YouTube silver play button award and push your channel into the next stratosphere of people. Real talk. Can't nobody do that for you. Can't nobody do this for you. And it just blows my mind how anybody can think that they can step up on these platforms. And I don't really consider myself as a bigger content creator. I just do what I do. But I know how hard I work behind the scene. And it blows my mind when I meet people and they say, oh, I want to make a lot of money like this holiday and this and that. Are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to work behind the scene? Are you willing to block out time to do research behind the scene as if you're running for office? Are you going to develop a strategic business plan for your YouTube channel where you're looking at that business plan, touching that business plan, updating that business plan on a daily basis, people? Real talk. And I'm telling you, I work harder now than ever as a content creator to keep my channel into the next stratosphere of people. Real talk. And I sacrifice, I studied behind the scene, and I developed my own niche. I don't care about nobody else's channel. I really don't. What I care about is focusing on making sure I adhere to the YouTube community guidelines, publish my content guided by the Spirit, publish my content based off my knowledge, skills, and abilities and talents given to me by God, versus publish my content for the masses, people. Real talk. You know, I was led to talk about this topic because I've met so many people in the past week in the real environment, you know, lazy. They don't want to read nothing. And I listen to a lot of folks on these platforms talking about they purchase these how to do stuff videos from a lot of these content creators on how to get monetized, and paying for all this money on how to get monetized. And I'm thinking, you're just throwing away your money. The way I look at it, you're just throwing away your money on something you can do yourself. Real talk. So share this information, and again, do not forget to mark your calendar for March 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do another relational live stream lecture on how to develop a successful business goal. You know, this is one lecture you do not want to miss. You know, in terms of developing strategic business plans, is one of the primary services I provide under my company, Parents and Associates Resource Center, which I'm at full capacity with that. I go into an executed contract with individuals who want to hire me to develop their strategic business plan over the course of 4 paid coaching sessions. No, I do not provide those services for free. So again, mark your calendar for March 29th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be ready to get down to business. That's all I have. Simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.